YouTube. Hi, everyone. Welcome to Multidimensional Motherhood. My name is Whitney. If this is your first time in this space, this is a platform for women who are not just mothers, but women who are evolving in multiple areas of life. I decided to create this channel and to create content that uplifts mothers and helps them recognize that they are not just one role, but they are multiple roles, multiple identities, all working at one. We're often not taught how to balance or hold all of those identities and all of those aspects of ourselves. So this channel is perfect for exactly that. We'll be discussing nervous system work. We'll be discussing womanhood, motherhood, evolving growth, personal growth, mindset, and more. So I appreciate you dropping by at this channel. Be sure to stick around. We'll be diving into what it means to be a multidimensional mother and what all comes with it and how we can best evolve and grow together and be the best versions of ourselves. So, today I wanted to talk about something that honestly changed the way I see myself and what it means to be exactly that, a multidimensional mama. Why are we learning this? We are learning how to regulate ourselves. That is the key to leading our lives and not allowing our lives to lead us. We are taking control of our lives and not allowing our lives to take control of us to where we start to lose ourselves. That is the key to not just surviving motherhood, but actually thriving in it. I have my notes here as well, so you may see me, referring to my notes if I need to. So I say all this to say, because a lot of us are doing everything, it seems like, or we're just doing a lot. We have a lot on our plate. We're mothers, partners, or future partners. We are women in business. We are stay-at-home mothers. We are women trying to heal and build something while raising little ones or a family. And nobody really teaches us how to contain ourselves and to bring ourselves along the journey. So it's really important to remember yourself all throughout your journey as you become a mother, because what this does is it allows you to also be in it and to be full in it, and for not only you to experience the fullness of every aspect of yourself, but for those closest to you to do so as well. A multidimensional mother is a woman who is recognizing that she is not just mom. She is also a woman with emotions. She is a partner. She is a woman with goals, visions, aspirations in this life. She is someone who is healing physically, mentally, spiritually, and someone who is evolving as well. The problem is we were not taught to put ourselves first when becoming a mother. This often results in us feeling lost, us feeling even regret sometimes, or what's the word I'm looking for? Resentment. To put ourselves last. We were taught to suppress our feelings, to just deal with the ups and downs of motherhood, and that can be constricting and feel very empty. We become empty and forget who we are, forget who we were before, raising little ones. I've been there. I'm not coming from a perfect state when making this content. You'll be seeing me evolving over time as a mother of 2, soon to be 3 under 3. So you'll see real-time growth and action, and you'll see real-time evolution in my own journey as you watch this channel. And what happens is when we start to lose ourselves is we start to feel overwhelmed, we start to feel overstimulated, we can start to feel like disconnected from ourselves and overall dysregulated. We tend to react instead of be intentional in our lives. We start to feel triggered and out of control and ask ourselves things like, why am I so triggered, or why am I so impatient and frustrated, and I didn't do much today? And so it's not because you're a bad mother. It's because you are carrying multiple identities. You are pushing towards being the best person you can possibly be without the knowledge of how to do so, without the tools to regulate yourself through all those identities. And that's really tough. That's a challenging job, but it's not impossible. You can be a good mother and an evolving woman at the same time. You can be both. So this is where regulation comes in. When I say regulation, I mean bringing yourself back to center, bringing yourself back to calm, grounded, a state of peace. And I mean, ultimately, that's what we all desire and need, right? A sense of peace, a sense of freedom. And we're achieving that. We can do that in this channel, right? So you can't be a multidimensional mother if your nervous system is out of whack, if your nervous system is constantly in survival mode, constantly, underwater. If you feel like you're right here, if you feel like the water is like right there where you're about to, drown in this life, then you made it to the perfect channel, because it is possible to have a life of peace with small children, while also being a woman first. And you'll learn over time that once you start respecting that, others will respect that. Once you start taking authority of your life, others will take authority of their lives. It's a ripple effect involved, and it really helps the overall collective. So dysregulation can look like snapping quickly, getting frustrated or impatient with your partner. This can look like not having patience for your kids as well. It can look like it can be like feeling mentally and emotionally exhausted in a day. When you start to regulate yourself, everything shifts. You become patient, you become more aware of your surroundings, you become more clear-minded and intentional with how you produce your day, and more present in your home. The atmosphere becomes lighter in your home and happier, more joyful and inviting. And you're no longer reacting to life, but you are leading life. Huge difference. This is especially important in your home, where your family is waking up to you, needing you throughout the day and going to sleep with you. And this even shows up in the workplace. This can show up at the grocery store. This can show up in the office, at yoga, wherever you are, because you take you wherever you are. A regulated woman creates a peaceful environment, a more structured and balanced environment. She creates more consistency in her life and in her day, and she becomes the main character. And that's key. That's the juicy part of becoming a multidimensional mother. You are first, but you can still take care of others. You can do it. So instead of chaos, you start to actually build systems that work for you and your unique household. This works for single mothers. These systems will work for working mothers, stay-at-home mothers, women in business, and more. Okay? So again, I'm not saying this from a perfect place. You'll be seeing me evolve as a mother myself. I have a 2.5-year-old, a 1.5-year-old, and a soon-to-be newborn. So you're in for a treat in these future videos. Yeah, I'm saying all this as a woman who is still growing as a woman. I am still managing my own emotions. I'm still figuring myself and my purpose out as it expands. You don't have to choose between the two. I'll say that again. So I have 3 questions for you before we wrap up this video. You can jot these questions down if you have pen and paper. You can comment below as well. Or you can just ask these questions to yourself and allow yourself to really muster on it. So the first question is, which version of me have I been neglecting? Okay. The second question is, where in my life do I feel the most overwhelmed? The third question is, what would it look like if I actually felt calm and in control? These questions will be tied into the next few videos that I create, and be on the lookout for videos every week. So hit that notification bell, subscribe, like, and comment on this video. Share this video with a fellow mother that comes to mind, or a woman that comes to mind, even if she's a soon-to-be mother. And be sure to check back in with me. The more you resonate on these questions, the clearer you'll get. Also, we may return back to these questions over time because your answers can change and you'll continue to evolve that way. Okay, and I'll even answer my answers. I'll even share my answers to those questions in the future videos that are coming next. So if anything resonated with you, be sure to comment below. If anything has stuck to you, make sure to comment if anything stood out. Again, my name is Whitney. Thank you so much for checking into Multidimensional Motherhood. Take care, Mama.